It's all edited and it's gonna be up later. I wonder if I will wake up early enough to be able to watch it tomorrow morning. I don't make promises, but I do think that the animation on that face was pretty nice. And I'm liking the material choice and the colors here. When you go in it, you can run fast and you're immune to fire. I like to be immune to fire. Zoop! Well, fancy pants. That was very fancy pants. This is most definitely a Slavish language. Well, now the recorded voice, I think, is from LBP. I don't imagine that that is the creator's voice. I don't think so. Is it just fantasy words? I mean, like, usually the voices that they used for, like, the Magic Mouths are kind of Simlish, I guess is what you'd call it. Not really a language, but just sounds that are language adjacent. Very Slavish coded Simlish. Well, so there are a lot of, like, where the accents kind of allude to a language group, but that there's not really, like, words in them. There's a couple that sound like distinctly Russian. There's actually a lot of little Magic Mouth voices that have gotten added over the years. The worst ones, if you ask me, are the ones that are from licensed characters. So the voice sounds kind of like the licensed character, but also is Simlish, so there's kind of like an uncanny valley going on. Wait, L2 makes me super jump? And R2 does what? Makes me on fire? What does that even mean? Oh, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Like where we could use both of the abilities in one little package. Well, that's nifty. But we have to choose which one we want. Floppable, it is wonderful to see you tonight. Hope that you're doing very well. Hope that life is being kind to you, and if it's not, I will be cross. I will be Roth. But not like David Lee Roth. That would be gross. What do you want me to do here? I like the on fire button, it just sounds cool. Well, the opposite of cool, but still. You're not wrong. Am I electric? Okay, so it doesn't kill me. That's good to know. So I get fancy jumps, I've got ups. Now that I understand, that is easy peasy. I like this level. I kind of wish that I had not played this for the stream, but I had played it for my show. But I thought it was just going to be kind of a goofy level, so... Oh, Squill! Hope you're doing well today as well. Hope that your early day at work didn't give you too much stress. Fobble says MOK was heckin' cat earlier. Poor baby was having some medical issues. Oh no! He got tested and they found nothing. After a couple of days of these issues, he was better than ever. The vet at that point was like, yeah, I wouldn't even treat it at this point. He sounds fine. I think your cat is just trolling you. Also, that's kind of terrifying. I can completely understand why you would be worried about that. And Quill, I'm really sorry to hear that you had a rough day. Is it anything that you want to talk about, or is this something that you want to leave kind of Unspoken? Oh my gosh, they use a gender-neutral term. Thank you so much, level creator, Little Big Noah. Because that is one of my bugbears, and I super appreciate that. I had a nap when I got home, and then woke up feeling awful and broke down. Woke up and feeling awful, and broke down crying for a while. Oh, Quill. I am very sorry to hear that. At the very least, I can say I'm very glad that you're here. And I hope that we can give you a little bit of rest time. Definite e-hugs. Hive! Wonderful to have you here tonight, Hive. Thank you for sharing your pen with me. It was very fancy. Ready for some more challenges? I am indeed. See the pink glow? Yes, I do. Fancy old vitamins pen. Wait, I can choose a power, but I can only choose one? That's... Wait. Kind of not good. How do you... How... Can we get over with the electric power? Okay, we can. That is exciting. But we died. Dying is bad. Fobbles is my cat. He's 15 years old and has thyroid issues. Is a little underweight still, so thus begins the new attempt to chunk him up. Feed him plenty of full-fat, lactose-free cream. That sounds exciting for the cat. I'm assuming that lasagna does not actually work for this plan. Because that worked for Garfield. And, you know, Garfield and everything. Probably not. Gotcha. Well, I mean, you wouldn't want your cat to become like an eldritch horror? Eldritch? Is the CH in eldritch pronounced like rich? Or is it pronounced like a CH that's a K sound? Like Chris Redfield. I think it's like rich. Okay. I've always done rich. Fair enough. I mean, the Eldritch Horrors are like rich people, so that tracks. Flopple says cat likes cream. It's his favorite treat. Well, at least your cat's gonna be treated well and chunked up. Also, I am utterly failing at this. Also, Kronos! Kronos, I am so sorry that I didn't notice when you came in. I hope that you're doing wonderfully tonight. I hope that you got no stress on your platter. I noticed that you noticed that... That's a weird thing to say. I noticed that you noticed that LBP mackerel has made it to PC, but I think we talked about that last night, so... Well, this is fruity. I don't know why that was my go-to adjective, but it is. I kinda hate this. Quill says, worked 9 hours with a group of kids being real dinkuses. One of the coordinators kept escalating on a kid, and he blew up on her. I had to get in between two who started fighting. My mama bear instinct kicked in, and I stopped everything to yell a lecture at the kids about how disgusted I was in some of their behavior. Had to reassure a few that I wasn't talking to or about them. That's a lot. That's an awful lot to deal with, yeah? I could see why that would leave you with a lot of residual stress at the end of the day. That was before lunch. I hate that. I distinctly hate that for you. I'm not doing well here. I mean, I'm not seeing what it is they want me to do. We only get to have one power, I think. Flopple says I have very sweary things to say about that whole situation, but I'll refrain for a family-friendly stream. Thank you, Floppable. I do appreciate that. And also, Phantom Strom, it is wonderful to see you tonight. Hope that you're doing very well. We're not doing... Push R1. R1? Really? I don't think you can switch abilities once you've left the box, Kronos, unless I misunderstood what was being said. Wait, but maybe? Oh my god! Oh, I hate it. Kronos, you're a genius. But then why did they tell me to choose wisely? There's no... You could use both. You don't have to choose. I'm so confused. Choose wisely only one at a time. It's still... I guess... I don't think the communication was great with the player there, but that's okay. It might be a language misreading on my part, and I'm more than willing to eat the L on that one. But I hope that you're doing very well tonight, Phantom Strom. Hope you don't have any more stress going on than you feel like you can deal with. Let me just bob up, because I think I missed something from Quill. Quill says most of them stop being turds after that, but yelling makes me feel sick and stressed, so I hate doing it. That's a huge move. Quill, I can definitely dig that. Flopple says, I feel that. I hate raising my voice, both just for how it feels internally, but also it makes me hyper aware of how I'm perceived. Yes. Yes. Yes, Floppable, yes. It very much feels like an unwinnable situation. And then you've kind of got that on top of it, like... Because there really isn't a good way to deal with it. Hyde says I didn't even register this was family friendly, and I'm glad I just generally don't swear. I'm also glad that you generally don't swear. Oh, Arachno! It is wonderful to see you tonight. I hope you're doing very, very well. I noticed that you read, Wait, and I'm not misremembering. I might be misremembering because I've got terrible memory, but that you read World War Z and that you enjoyed it, and I was going to recommend, although I don't know how easy it would be to find, but if you're looking for zombie literature, the All Flesh Must Be Eaten role-playing game put out a book of short stories. This was back in the mid to late 90s, which is why I'm not sure like if it's available in a PDF. I think it's just called All Flesh Must Be Eaten. Oh, wait. Yes, here. Oh, never mind. The name of the book is The Book of All Flesh. I'll put that in the chat. And like, because it's a short story collection, it's very hit or missy. Like, there's some stories in it that are just garbage, but there are a couple stories in there that are actually really good. So, if you're interested, then let me pop that in there. And who's the publisher? Eden Studios. It might be worth tracking down, or if you can't find it, maybe that's a sign that I should send my copy to you, and thereby I could divest myself of something and also spread the joy of zombie literature. That's an idea. I'll have to think about that. Quill says all flesh must be eaten is how many parents approach making their kids eat dinner. I think, Quill, if more parents used that approach, more kids would eat what was on their plate. That was a really good level. Nice presentation. I liked the animation on the little host character. Solid gimmick that was used throughout the level.